about to, in a few odd words, hear the true story of a young man from Southside Bealton who made his dreams come true. It's coming from me to you, and it's true. Every single word. Authentic, God bless young Steve on the track. Get his name out, bring it back. Dreaming of making a stack. Cruising down 28 in that old Cadillac, or was it a Buick? Either way, I need a new whip. Maybe along with that, a vacation on a cruise ship. Nope, that's out, cause I get seasick. But no matter the season, I'll be killing it and keeping it authentic. Listening to Bobby Tarantino in Endless Summer. Get inspired, hoping one day I can land myself a stunner like Stone Cold. My music will be bumping even after I'm old. I'll be made a legend as my story gets told. King of the world, repping the DMV like Scherzer. When we sit down for dinner, make sure to flag the server. I would do it myself, but writing this album got me nervous. And all I really want is to receive quality service. ENTP, but as antisocial as ever. No matter the weather, I will change the game forever. Step to me like never at a Novier could be the best ever. Letter after letter, young Steve's rhymes are very clever. I remember when I was in 12th grade, my English teacher made us research after we get paid. I wrote about composers, got a lot of funny looks. Studied music a while, wasn't into all the books. Doesn't matter, they stole my money, bunch of crooks. Worked through cleaning floors and dust in little nooks. The king has been low before, life ain't easy as it looks. Been working long days, smoking herb, praying and reading a book. Good young Christian, don't mean I'm not into sex, drugs and rock and roll. I take whatever I'm thinking and I write it like a scroll. Jotting down the best lines, still keeping it real. Rapping it local, sex act in college. I've changed, but I'm still vocal. Wholesome guy, but still with this girl out here catching my balls deep. Juan Soto, sometimes you give me roadhead and we cruise and listen Toto. Either way, you better be on the bolo. Cause Trademark is flying higher than a Millennium Falcon Han Solo. My fans all over the world call me an innovator. Breaking ground on this new album like an excavator. Flexing hard on gay baiters like the Governor. Rap Terminator, gonna blow away all the imitators. The rappers out here talking fast like they ate a bunch of now-laters. In my head, I'm a villain like Darth Vader. Dropping bombs on other MCs like BB Vader from the second rope. I certainly hope that people think my words are dope. Lyrical haymakers like the rope-a-dope. Smacking them around like waves on the Cape of Good Hope. My similes are unmatched, especially after Tote. Killing the game, staying woke. Blow out, let me smoke what Steve got up next. Freestyle, rare beats, lyrical, masterful game of chess. Label daily, hit my text, I never do respond. Out here playing me with the low ball. I want enough that I can buy some land out in Knoxville with a pond. Maybe space for my dogs to play ball. YKville, I hear you ask. Shout to my boy Ben. Gonna win Grammys in 2 genres. Is Steve up to the task? Of course he is. Gonna win them back to back to back to back. Shout to my FEO racks on stacks. Young white brother, living to the max. Puffing that spliff while I read her sext. In the bathroom of a Tex-Mex. What came next? She came in next. Fuck her deep in a moment of passion. I did her best. Walked out that soul with hickeys on my chest. Damn, smashed that, then went out to blow a check. Bought her some pearls for her neck, grabbed myself a flannel and a new vest. Then I remembered my big dream, tried to put it into context. She fell for a rapper, I told her what that means. She better be down to suddenly achieve. Told her I'm on a fast rise, girl I got next. Because soon, I'll know that Steve is the best. Wow, the line of rhymes is complex. What was that I said about chess? What Steve got up next? Best in the game, but inside such a mess. Poetic perfection comes from that, I must confess. I gotta address the deep depressed thoughts that cause so much distress. After all the stress of losing my job, young Steve found where he'd achieve success. Unlike the Browns, I'm never going winless. Every day is a good day for a Guinness. Not sponsored, but maybe soon I'll be sipping on the extra stout, sitting VIP in that smoky room with the Jim Beam. Step away if you're not on my team. Brother, I'm living the dream, the rest just living the dream. Uninspired rappers, too many. First flight Dulles to Germany. You see, there's a world I gotta see. I'm gonna take it over, better believe. From music, Steve will achieve his wildest dreams. Defying all odds. Art of the slay, art of the deal. Fuck Donald, excuse me, I lost my composure. I just hate having a president who's a bigger clown than Ronald McDonald. Big dreams are the slay. You love what you do, you won't work a day. That's what they say. Working these long nights, I pray to my Lord for a sustainable payday. But in the process, I give him all the glory. A Christian that's a rapper, not a Christian rapper, okay? Just hop in the studio and I slay. each and every day, so that each and every day for the rest of my days I can hop in the studio and slay. King of the game, killing beats, I don't know any other way. Odell in the end zone, hit that whip and nay. When I text my friends, I'm the type to say KK. I know you think it's a typo, but that's okay, K. 2012 KD almost brought a title to OKC, but you see, it's a German sweep by the GOAT. On these words I stand tall like 3 kids in a trench coat. Off these words I'll be king, 5'4", I'll march run my castle moat. Fredericksburg area rapper from a town where they raise goats. Turns out my mom raised the only real goat, like Miss Brady. I hate that every white artist is compared to Shady. That's no disrespect, trust, I'm not hating. But damn bro, I'm just doing my own thing, appreciating, never depreciating. But on these beats I'm deprecating, castrating this game, chop it up like a vasectomy. Ill boy on the track, preaching authenticity. Woe is me, going off tactfully. What do you mean? Why do you try to cut down my big dreams? I'm just a young man trying to get a cash stream, make it flow and make sure the people know that mental health is not just a show. My best friend took his life, this hits close to home. So step off with that garbage or I'll strike you down like a drone. Place a tombstone with the dart that I've honed. Pick up the phone, put it back down. Labels won't call you up if you clown. Take this game seriously and they'll anoint you with a crown. Seeing all these haters on socials make me more motivated to improve my vocals. My delivery's okay, but it could be better. When I practice, I schedule it all down to the letter. I'm super productive and I'm improving every day. Sitting in the studio playing piano and sipping Earl Grey. I'm dedicated, I work on this grind every day. King of this world, this captain will get there one day. This culture's been hijacked by hiatus with a carpet bag, smacking around the past of what hip-hop used to be. Whatever happened to the honesty? Whatever happened to the authenticity? The truth outspoken by Nas, Pac, and Biggie. Nowadays we're bogged down by fakes, holding back the progression of the art. I don't think they know that this is art. Their shit is getting stale like an old fart. I just want to bring the truth back to hip-hop, but I acknowledge that because of the white face it'll pop. It's a privilege that I have to give all credit to. I didn't experience a full struggle other artists have been through. I came up in a rough neighborhood, rose up like I knew I would. But my parents were always together and I was never on free lunch or welfare, even if the money wasn't there. I didn't have the struggle that my friends with race had, but I also came up not seeing color. I learned that even in the toughest conditions we can help each other. It's not about the color of your skin, only the content of your character. But still, I gotta admit I was put ahead because of my kin, so I acknowledge my privilege. Working these 16-hour days every day since I was 18. I'm paying my dues, feeling like they already paid, homie. Hoping one day I'll get paid, homie. My dark mind is the godfather of this game, homie. Call me Rap Al Pacino, East Coast coming across the nation. Nobody's ever seen this level of domination. Other rapper schemes are abominations. I'm making schism in this game, creating my own denomination. My train of thought is unmatched in surviving school because I practice instead of going to class. My homies that didn't know me tell me I'm kicking ass. I whip it, center court jump ball, I tip it. Full court press, I'm slamming it down. Everywhere I go, I rep my 2 towns. Built-in is home, but I got some bad news. Smashing the game with some animals in the bad news. Some might call them hostile. Bro, I'm going postal. My homies living coastal. Tossing around these bubblegum rappers like they salad. I'm raising the bar, boys. Let's see if you can balance. Trademark. You thought I was done, but wait, there's more. Gonna show the people what I've got in store. Lyrical miracle meets beat carnivore. My passion is dripping from every pore. If your sore asses want me to change my fashion, sorry, there's the door. You get no compassion. Give me construction so I can grow through action instead of starting beef and getting Steve clashing. The blue lights flashing, the Swiss dish reaction. Big responsibilities, weights to my shoulder fashion, dragging me down to a level so hashed in. I hop out and whack heads get bashed in. I come up on the disc but turn the positive faction. Inside the mind tries to throw me distractions. People just front to bait a reaction, but I know the level of power in the smallest action. Putting my soul into lyrical contraptions. It's a birth of my heart in words, no contractions. Contractually though, I got the money stacking. Although I won't talk on that, I'm just rapping. It's funny when you drop a project and the hate stops. Recognize, yo, I'm running this town where the train stops. Point fingers and blame pay clicks. Numbers speak for themselves. Don't invest in yourself, you'll never make it to shelves. Live my childhood and teenage dreams in tandem. I'm working my ass off to accumulate a fandom. Making cumulative strides, making artist phantoms. Taking a break to fix myself, fix the mental tantrums. Stand up for what you believe is right, and you might just achieve your goals in life. Overcoming the strife that was once fight or flight, but now you have the knife. Slicing open the curtain to unveil what is right. There's always a price. Life ain't nice, but words suffice as a bridge from your mind to help others' lives. Nights spent in that dark bedroom as a kite. I write letters that can shine in the night sky so bright. The world is putty in the hand of the sculptor. The ones that run the system are only the vultures, gentrifying our cities to kill off our culture. Look, you don't have to agree, but it's the truth. To deaf ears we all plead, step in the booth. Have to speak to reach our message to you. It's our responsibility to stare our truth, telling our incredible true story to the masses and how it's true glory, so the world can change and men don't pretend it's all gravy. The mindset needs to end so that we can make it around this next bend. You could say I got the fire in my gut, but what will we do if the heart dies such, leaving the next generation held stuck? Society goes the way of King Tut, never to return. Ashes fill the urn, we only care for what we earn. Will we ever learn to see life in the long term? Are we set to burn? Will the tables turn? Doomsday clock is ticking down, short term. It could happen tomorrow, poof gone, no room for sorrow. No time left and none to borrow. That thought'll make your mind go hollow. Damn. Sorry to dampen the mood with the truth. I'm just putting good use to the booth. I'm seeing these other rappers be uncouth, making me want to punch out his tooth. Boxing them up like I was Mike Tyson. I'm swinging my pen, slicing and dicing. These kids get jealous and they despise him. Every word I write has a high price in quality items. My channel is a fire sale. You couldn't burn me alive cause your pyre failed. Ripping it for 12 straight with inspired tales. Other rappers drown, but y'all can inspire whales to eat you. Their songs still lyrically defeat you. Your tank's on E, do you mind if I deplete you? Siphon bars in the Cypher, geez. Steve, dude, you're nasty with the flow. Well, they just eat glue. Their mouths are sealed shut like a sarcophagus. My lyrics surgically remove your esophagus. That's precision and vision, high powered like nuclear fission. So it's my decision by admission to do your revisions. Flashback to the mission, divine permissions. Black out the page, more bars in federal prisons. Sparking the rage that first put me in this position. Often I gauge if this is my work or Lord willing. Coming into fame isn't all it's cracked up to be. That's going from you to me, coming back me to you. You see, with more eyes comes more pressure. Cooking me down to the bone, eat at your pleasure. Feast on my flesh like vultures, conceal your posture. Or else the culture will pick you limb from limb. Success is imaginary, like the friends at Foster. Shout to Frankie. Frankly, I'm done with imposters. Hot as it is in Topeka, surrounded by girls in bikini bottoms. This new attention got me stressed past a pill bottle. I'll make your skills topple, cause I'm still topping. Going full throttle until I have to prove no longer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Lord knows I'm suffering and lack structure in. My life fell apart at the seams, stopped punching in. Got sick and my world started crushing in. I was stuck in my malaise, I spent many nights on the fringe, just ready to go under it. My life sunk under the waves, I was captain of my ship, until water started rushing in. I couldn't wash myself clean, no matter what assumption. I felt as worthless as a skunk that's unpungent, or like police that's unfunded. Yeah. I kept grinding because it was all I could do. People tried peeking in my windows, but they couldn't get a clue. My windows of my glass house have been stained. It's true, they dehumanized me more than a time or two. They try to make my heart look cold as an igloo, just because they disagree with your point of view. You can't say it's untrue, we've all experienced the abuse, twisting your words with statements they've confused. It's crazy, even when I'm low they tell me keep my head up. Thank you, I've been trying, but there's so much that led up. I'm fed up with taking advice from people I can't trust, so I only stick to OGs and day ones when I must. I don't like to cause a fuss, trust I'm very private, but when matters get too deep you need advice to mind it. That's how yourself you can find it. Don't be blinded by your own shine. Key ego causes death of a strong mind in due time. Your only true crime was wanting to multiply what you have by 2 times. That's why I use my art to grind through times of trouble. My therapy to pull me up from the rubble, narrowing my personal bubble to close out the others. I'm pushing myself back up cause I stumbled. I speak my mind clear to paper, speak it without stutter. I never mumble or mutter, giving advice to help another that may be going through the similar struggles. An interviewer asked me what I'd say to young Steve before I had the confidence enshrined in me, before I had the wage for my mouth to feed. Back when the world brought me to my knees, when I questioned what's my purpose to breathe. When I asked myself from this world, would I ever leave? Would I ever be able to escape and find my reprieve? So I took that topic and boiled it down to the roots. Wrote a letter to my younger self to strap up his boots. Tell him there's a world to see, look down from a bird's eye view, to give some wisdom from you to you. With time this pen will sharpen into a harpoon. It'll happen one day, don't expect right away to move. That's not the case, your skill needs time to improve. Don't get too arrogant, you ain't got nothing to prove. Get in the groove of working every day. Take the action, Rome wasn't built in a day. Not to sound so old-fashioned, if you don't lace up your boots in the morning, work doesn't happen. So push yourself to hone the craft of rapping. If I'm being honest, it'll always be passion over plunder. I've known great artists who blundered, but it's hard to not have eyes on the prize, especially when you see others fall to their demise, burning out their own fires before reaching their prime. It's sad to see all who give up on the rhymes, taking up a 9 to 5 to suffice hard times, then discouraging others from devising their own rhymes. The best rapper alive, it's probably stacking produce. Logic says the best because deep in your heart it's the truth. Never give up on the dreams of your youth. Keep working, nightly trips to the booth. Do what you do, trust me, my big dreams came true. Trade what you do now for the pen, words become truth. When you speak your mind with no filter, show your proof. The next man will be inspired to work claw over tooth. So what are you waiting for? You're next, man, make your move. Let's be honest, you have so much to lose. That half ride to school that you misused. They paid for your education that you didn't use. Stocking shelves and cleaning floors ain't for you. Praying that you'll progress on a nightly basis. You have the drive, now move for the status. Don't be like the flagrant artist copy pasters. Be an individual and never a faker. The false crowd was never yours anyway. Music will get you out of bed every day. Blood, sweat, and tears are your day-to-day. People on keyboards will still say go away, but don't mind them. You have a vision, trust yourself. You don't need their permission. 21, you'll take the first step of your journey. Then at 22, your dream will come to fruition. You've achieved it all, but the job isn't over. Prove it wasn't luck, ain't picking any clovers. You'll find a beat and choose to make your stamp. Revising big dreams under the writing lamp. 3 a.m. nights become the standard for planning. The one-man cipher you'd only dream to manage, but now it's here and within vantage. Past become present when I finish this stanza. I really put in the work to achieve my big dreams. The imagination just bursts at the seams. My brain matter has covered the page in words formulated to engage the brain, derived from true pain and true shame. I was never destined to be simple and plain. Extracted gold from the underlying vein. The story is told, an undying name. Pure vision can never be tamed. No filter, all comes straight from the brain. Where were you when Trade changed the game? Trademark-S 2020, remember the name, Trade.